A military grade pen versus a stainless steel pen. Let's see how these pens perform. Hello everyone, my name is Tchoi. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. In my channel, I talk about everything to do with the office. And today we're going to be going over two very cool pens from Zebra. One is the X701, which is, check this out, a military grade, certified military grade pen. And it writes in extreme temperatures, and it's got a pressurized barrel, versus this really cool looking pen. This is an all stainless steel design called the F701. Before we begin, I want to let you know the ballpark price point for these two pens. I picked these up on Amazon Canada. The X701 came in around $16 and the F701 came in around $9. Let's start off with the F701 pen. This is an all stainless steel design with a 0.8 millimeter tip. It is a ballpoint pen. What we're gonna do right now is open up the package, take it apart, see what this pen's all about, and of course we'll do a little writing test. All right. I'm actually pretty excited. It's my first time holding this pen. Ooh, you know what? It's actually got some weight to it. To me, it feels like almost like a medical instrument because of the all stainless steel design. It has what they call a knurled grip, which is right here. The knurled grip just refers to this grippiness right here where you grip the pen. Of course, if it was all stainless steel, it would probably slide around. So upon first glance, I actually really do enjoy the weight of this pen. It is all stainless steel, including this little, pretty much everything here is stainless steel. The spring mechanism is quite nice and firm. Yeah. It just feels like a quality pen. You know when you hold a pen and you say, yeah, this is a really good pen, this is what this pen feels like. I really enjoy this. So I'm gonna open it up just to see what the inside looks like. So let's go ahead and twist the cap open. This is super sweet, check this out. You see how thick that stainless steel is? I bet you can probably drive over this and it'll still be indestructible. I like that because I tend to break things. I'm gonna put this back in. Yeah, this just feels like a quality pen. I like it a lot. So we're gonna test this out on paper and we'll see how that performs. In the meantime, I'm also gonna be opening up this pen. The neat thing about this pen, I didn't realize this when I first got it, was that it's actually certified military grade. That's pretty neat. This is the X701 pen from Zebra. The nice thing is it does come with 2 refills, so you don't have to worry about refilling your cartridge for a while. One of the claims is that it's also 5 times more durable than your regular pen. It withstands heat, let's see, usable up to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty hot, so I guess in extreme environments. And it also writes in extreme cold down to -30 Fahrenheit. So let's go ahead and open it. This is a black ink 0.7 millimeter. So this is for extreme writing conditions, but nothing to say that we can't use this in an office. All right. It has it almost feels like a thin gauge stainless steel. It doesn't feel very plasticky. It almost feels like a military tactical pen. It is, after all, military certified, so that's probably the feel that they're going for. The grip here for your fingertips is quite nice. There's the lanyard loop right here, which is very convenient just to have it on you. You could probably even put that on a keychain or a lanyard just to always have on you. So really, even if you're working in a medical environment, for example, this would probably be a pretty handy tool to have, especially if you're writing charts and you're writing upside down. So there you go, there's an idea. It's not just for extreme environments. So let's go ahead and open this and see what the inside looks like. Oh, so that was interesting. When I pulled it out, it actually had a little bit of give to it. Yeah. So it doesn't slide in so well, and I think what it happens is that when you press on the pen, I believe when I was doing the research, it pressurizes the ink cartridge, which allows the ink to push up. So I think this is doing it by this little suction here. That's my assumption. Again, I could be wrong. The folks at Zebra, if you guys are watching this video, please feel free to comment down below and let me know exactly how you guys made this pen, because it looks really cool. This pen seems very well designed. I'd love to hear a little bit more from you guys. So let's go ahead and put the cap back on. You can see the barrel of the pen. It is actually pretty rugged. So let's go ahead and test it out on paper and see how this performs. Before we begin our test, let's give a big shout out to my sponsor, iCloth. Without iCloth, this channel would likely not exist. They've been an amazing sponsor of mine. If you guys don't know what iCloth is, they are pre-moistened cleaning wipes to clean devices such as your phone, your tablet, your computer monitor, TV screens, windshield, pretty much anything. In this application though, let me give you a quick tip. I'm going to use, they come in 3 different sizes. This happens to be the smaller of the 3 sizes. And I'm going to open up my iCloth here. And just to show you guys how it feels. It's perfectly saturated for cleaning. Now, if you guys have any stainless steel appliances, you know that stainless steel gets fingerprints on it. And sometimes they are unsightly to see and you want to clean it. The iCloth is a perfect solution to wipe down your pens. Another great application for iCloth. Now for the X701, we know that this is more for extreme environments. And in extreme environments, you're probably going to be exposing your pen to dust and grime. So this is, again, another great application to just wipe down your pens at the end of the day. So there we go. We'll put that aside for now. And we're going to go straight into the writing test. I want to start off with the F701 pen over here. I'm going to start off with a smoothness test, and just to see how smooth it writes. And it does write quite smooth. Nice thick line. Let's try a little bit of light pressure. Now I have noticed something. If you guys haven't noticed it, I will point it out to you in a second here. I'm going to do a little bit of heavy pressure and see what happens. So it's interesting, on the first contact of the pen and paper, I am noticing just a little bit of blobbing here and here. Okay, it seems to be okay on the heavy pressure test. I don't know if that's a matter of breaking in the pen or not, but just something to be aware of. It's not a big pain point for me, but sometimes those ink blotches will end up on your fingers and it could be annoying for some people. But like I said, for the trade-off of this ultra durable pen, yeah, you can see just a little bit of blotting there when the pen hits the paper. So all in all, it's actually quite a nice writing experience, aside from these little blotches here. And again, it's something that I can live with. Some people are a little bit pickier about their pens, so I just want you to be aware that this has happened. Now we're going to go on to the X701 pen. Now this is, of course, our extreme pen. So let's start off with the smoothness test here. So we'll go ahead and, ooh, yeah, this actually writes very, very nicely. It is a finer point. It's a 0.7 millimeter versus a 0.8 millimeter. And it gives you just that feeling. It's a little bit more precise, I find, in terms of the writing experience. So let's start off with a little bit of light pressure. Yep, right. And we'll go with heavy pressure. So the heavy pressure looks pretty good on here. So of course this is the Zebra X701 pen. You know what? I actually think I prefer the writing on the X701. It just has a little bit more of a precise feel to it. There's not as much blotching as I got on the F701. Mind you, this is such a great rugged pen that I almost want to dismiss these little facts here, because this pen is one of those things that you could probably drop from a 100-story building and it probably wouldn't break. So again, it comes down to personal preferences. My personal preference is the X701 for the way it wrote. I found it was a little bit more precise. There wasn't a lot of blotching, and it's just an overall cool looking pen. So now let's go off to our wall. I want to test out the vertical application where we raise the pen up. So let's go over to my wall and test that out and see how it is. Here we are for vertical applications. So one of the claims to fame for the X701 is that it has a pressurized ink cartridge. Now what does that mean? It means that technically you should be able to write with the pen going upwards. So why is that handy for you? Oftentimes when we're doing brainstorming sessions, you do want to write kind of a little bit upside down. And if you guys have ever worked in an environment where you're writing charts or things like that, you know that it's a pain when you're writing this way and your ink starts slowly dissipating and you have to shake it to bring it down. So what we're going to do is we're going to just do the test of a vertical application. And so far this is the Extreme X701 Zebra pen. And so far it's looking very good. It's writing very, very smoothly. If I was a doctor, nurse, anybody working in a medical application where you're dealing with charts, writing anything on a clipboard, if you're in construction business, this is actually a really cool pen. The pressurized barrel makes this amazing because you never have to shake out that ink. In comparison, I just want to see if this does it because I really like this pen. Technically, it shouldn't because I don't believe there's a pressurized ink barrel, but you know what? I love this pen, so let's give it a shot and see what happens. So this is the upside down test. Down test. And this is a testing. Hey, there's a little bit of a ink blotch here. But that could just be the way that I'm writing, perhaps. Vertical application. This is the F701 Zebra pen. It's actually looking not too bad. Do I sense it's running out of steam? Let's see, let's see, let's see. So far, so good. It's so far not running out of steam. You know what? Out of curiosity, I'm going to bring a regular pen and see how quickly this runs out. So this is going to be a regular generic test. So I'm back. I just have a generic pen. And for this, I just want to see how quickly a regular pen, side down, test. Oh yeah. Losing steam. So regular pen, you can see already that I'm losing steam on the vertical application. So surprisingly, the F701, again, the folks at Zebra, if you can tell me, does this have a pressurized barrel? Because it seems to me it performed really well in the vertical application. I was pretty impressed with it. Now I can use it a little bit longer. Perhaps it eventually over time it'll run out, but overall, the F701 was pretty sweet. I, however, don't want to discount the Extreme pen. It's super cool. You can use it in different applications, whether it be extreme hot or extreme cold. With the pressurized barrel, it's super well designed. I actually like the look of this as well because it looks very tactical. It is, after all, military certified, which is pretty neat to say that you have a military certified pen. So the X701 is cool. I also appreciate the fact it comes with 2 refills, so I don't have to worry about refilling my ink cartridge. So there you go, guys. The test between the Zebra F701 all stainless steel design and the X701 Extreme pen from Zebra that works in vertical applications, heat and cold, and is military grade certified. Let me know what you guys think about these pens. Leave a comment down below. What's your favorite pen? I want to hear from you. I'd like to get more pens and test these out. And let me know. I really want to hear your feedback about these types of videos. Do you want to see more pen videos? Leave a comment down below. I know my last video on friction erasable pens have done really well for me. Great engagement. If you haven't seen that, check out the link right above here. I also did a really cool video on Fisher Space Pens. If you want to see that, click on the link above. And of course, if you like this video, you know what to do. Press subscribe and tap on the bell to make sure that you're notified of my weekly video uploads. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you guys next time.